and welcome to the S Word Live. My name is Renee Rebar, sales strategist, TEDx speaker, and author, and I'm coming to you live today from Detroit. And I'm going to talk about the 3 C's that have changed the way women sell after they work with me. So I'm sharing with you some secrets today that I don't typically talk about these selling strategies publicly. Hey Chandra, hey Linda, say hello as you join. Whether you're live or on the replay, say hello. It is a party. Tell us where you're at. It's meant to be fun. Yes, sales can be simple and fun. No persuasion needed, no manipulation tactics, no crazy complicated funnels. Let me know where you're watching from, whether you're live or on the replay. So here are the 3 C's that have changed the way women specifically sell after working with me. Say, hey Alicia, hello, live, yes, hashtag live, hashtag replay. So let's dive into it. Hey Valerie, what's up, girl? So it's exciting because when I share these secrets with you, you are going to be like, okay. So if you worked with me or know me or have hung out with me for any length of time, you know that I am a huge advocate of what the marketers would call primary research and what I call getting on the phone with people. So if you have ever felt like, I don't want to do anything to avoid getting on the phone with people, tell me in the comments that you might, or maybe not you, maybe you just know someone who likes to avoid getting on the phone. They'll create all kinds of work for themselves just to avoid the one thing, in my personal opinion, to get on the phone with someone. So let's talk about the one thing that can actually change the way you sell for the better, to make it easier, more relaxed, and get you better results. So in the world, hey, Alicia's calling in from North Carolina, or at least watching from North Carolina. Beautiful there. So when you think about the phone, it could be any kind of connection, but I really talk to women specifically who sell for themselves, for their own services, their own time, whether they're coaches, consultants, done-for-you service providers, lawyers, real estate agents. These women that I work with, oftentimes when they think about the phone call, they're like, tire kickers, waste of my time. I'm not sure if the person's even my ideal kind of person. So the way that I teach has a very clear foundation, and it's founded in these 3 C's. And I want you to know that Alicia says 4 texts longer than a phone call. Yeah, right. So most people would rather text or send an automated message or anything else to be able to avoid the phone. But I'm telling you, the phone, when you look at it with this framework, with this 3C foundation, it will change the way you sell for the better. So when I encourage women that I work with to get on the phone, to reach out, to connect, whether it's on the phone or even in person, what I'm encouraging that framework to be like is, and this is more the psychological side, right? The emotional side. Because if you've worked with me for any length of time, or even if we're just meeting, I do teach strategy. I teach very tactical, very specific phrases, tone, pace. It's very specific. However, that's only half the story. The other half of the story is the emotional intelligence that we bring to that conversation. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. The 3 C's. When I look at the phone call and I think about what I'm going to say, I think about the person I'm going to be speaking to, I think about what they might do, what they may not do. The first thing that I think about, the first C, is I look at that person. They might just be a connection. They might just be somebody who connects me to my next amazing opportunity, or my next amazing client, or my next amazing fill in the blank, something I might not be able to even imagine yet. They also might be somebody who is a collaborator. So when I think about the person I'm about to get on the phone with, or I think about the people that might even just see my posts, or see my live streams, or read my emails, or see me on YouTube, whatever they're experiencing from me, when I put that into the world, but especially speaking about the phone, because that truly is where the rubber meets the road. I can't emphasize the positive results that people can get so quickly without complicated funnels, without a huge ad spend or no ad spend, to be able to get these results. The second C is collaborator. It's very possible that the person you get on the phone with today or tomorrow, and it's very easy to get people on the phone to have a quick 10-minute conversation. It should be one of the first things that you should be doing if you don't have enough clients right now, honestly. That collaborative experience could be them giving you really primary information. What are they like? Who are they? What do they need? What are their problems? What type of business do they have? What do they secretly cry about in their car when no one's watching? Because those are the kind of things that you can put and use into your other sales copy. But the overarching feeling is that whether they're a connector and they can connect you to your next client by referrals, because who here works on referrals? I love referrals. When someone comes to me and says, hey, Renee, most of my business is from referrals, I say, that tells me one thing. You are really good at what you do, because if you weren't, you wouldn't get those referrals. Now let's get you more of them. So getting on the phone with someone and these 3 C's that will change the way you sell is because when you get on the phone or you put out a post or you write an email, the idea, the frame that you're putting it into is not, oh, I'm going to sell them. I'm going to use some persuasion, manipulation. No, please avoid that at all costs. Especially if you're a woman who's heart-centered, selling especially to other women. Let's bring in that emotional intelligence side. So whether they're a connector or whether they're a potential collaborator, there's also the potential for them to be your next client. The whole online myth, and it's so rampant in our news feeds of, one call close. I'm sorry, but I've been in sales for 23 years, and most people that I know are smart, highly intelligent, highly profitable, and they don't make decisions like that. They don't just meet someone off the street and be like, oh yeah, let's get married. Like that's kind of the decision that the internet is propagating is possible. Well, no one that I teach is a hardcore closer or wants to be, because that just closes doors. The way I teach to sell, what I'm sharing with you today with these 3 C's, is a way that keeps doors open. It opens doors and it continues to open up the next door and the next door, even if they are not a client yet, even if they are just a connector, because those are just as valuable, or they're just a collaborator, because what a great person to have in your life, or again, if they are a client. So the 3 C's that I want you to think about the next time you're about to go into a selling environment, whether it's a post, a sales page, a phone call, or any of the next activities that you are about to take today in your business. It's only Wednesday, right? I mean, like end of the month. I know from my years and years of sales, it's like, did I hit my income goals this week? Okay, tick, tick. We've got 3 days left. Woohoo, let's make it happen, right? So whatever you're about to do, as soon as you hang up from this live stream, I want you to think about, is this person a connector, a collaborator, or are they a client? Because you know what? They can also intermingle. They can also exchange roles. Someone who once was just a connector can one day come back, and it happens to me all the time because I sell this way, because I teach people to sell this way. They come back and they call or they reach out and they're like, you know what? Let's have a sales conversation. Let's talk about what that offer is that we had talked about before. Now that offer, that price, that may have very well changed, but we're talking again. We're on the same side of the negotiating table. It's not this hardcore buy it or don't, or you're not serious about your business if you don't, take advantage of this right now. That doesn't work for long-term business success, let alone long-term sales success. And now that the internet has allowed us to all run global businesses from our pocket, thank you, iPhone, thank you, Samsung, for all of our Samsung users. Sorry about that. It allows us to have this global network, to have clients reach out to us from all corners of the planet. That wasn't possible even just a handful of years ago. So if you're using these 3 C's to approach the sales activities that you can take interest in today, you will win not only today, because the people that you're speaking to, connecting with, and reaching out to will appreciate it, because you'll have the emotional intelligence required to get the results that most people only dream about, but you'll also be able to continue to have long-term success. So I wish you the best of luck today. I know that if you implement these ideas and strategies, this framework around your selling activities, you will win. And so I wish you the best. Have a happy, happy Wednesday. I'll be back here next Wednesday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern. Can't wait to see you then. Adios. Woohoo!